Hello, everyone. I'm Vinay Banu here at Huddy Park in downtown Toms River with Mayor Tom Kelaher to discuss an ongoing fecal issue here in the park that's taken away from some of the beauty. That's some of the geese droppings that have been going on in the park over the last couple of years. Now, Mayor, right behind us is one of the gazebos where some of the sound effects are going off with the, geese in distress, the coyotes, the gunshots. Yeah. It sounded like that was working for a while, but I guess the geese wised up to that?
Well, to answer your question, let me just preface by saying that, there's goose droppings throughout the town have been a problem. They're on the golf course, they're in the football fields, up around the college, wherever there's water and land and grass, because they strive on the grass. These are the geese that used to transit through here to go to Maryland in the fall, and I guess like so many other people, they liked Toms River, and they got here and didn't leave, and it's an overwhelming problem. And here we're at Huddy Park. We spent over $3 million to upgrade it, new bulkheads, gazebos, and plantings, and so on, and people come down here, and the place is loaded with goose droppings, and they tell me that the average goose is responsible for anywhere from 2 to 5 pounds of goose droppings per day, and that's just disgusting, and it's overwhelming. We've tried a lot of things. The dogs work. We have them at the golf course, and the dogs do chase the geese, but the company that has the dogs, but they can't be there, all the time. And our experience at the golf course is that we chase the geese out of the golf course. They go to the high school north football field, they chase them, and they come back. So down here now we've tried different things, and as you just mentioned, we have this sound system in the gazebo behind us. That was recommended to us by people who know more about geese and goose life than I do, but they have a sound of geese in distress, and apparently that upsets them, and intermittently there's a sound of a shotgun blast going off, and that scatters them. Now, we've had that for a couple of years. It works. It doesn't work as well as it used to. I think the geese are smart enough that after all those shots going off, they realize that nobody got hit. So there
we go.
You hear that now.
There it are.
Okay.
Perfect timing.
Yeah. So that works a bit. That's a geese in distress, which is supposed to spook the other geese from sticking around. I think that's what they're saying. The grass we put down, I didn't know I'd have to compete with those guys. We put stuff on the grass, not a poison or anything, but created a taste that was distasteful to the geese, and that helped. But then it rains, and that gets washed away. So this plan that we have now has apparently worked in other towns where they create a free-roaming dog park where dogs run loose for a period of time every day. And so where that's worked, the program has been that for a couple of hours a day, they allow a limited number of people to come with their dogs who can then be unleashed and run free on the property. People who sign up for it are going to be identified, and we're only going to allow 30 people to register during this pilot program. And they're going to be responsible for cleaning up after their dogs. And we're going to see how that works. There's a registration fee of, I think it's $20. It's going to be limited to the first 30 people that come. And apparently the grounds develop a reputation or a scent or whatever that the geese stay away. So it's worth trying. Because you folks know from your station that we've had Shakespeare in the Park, great a cultural thing for Toms River. And the last time they were here, our public parks guys were working all night cleaning the place up. They came back the next morning for the first day of the show, and the place was littered with goose droppings. So it is a serious problem. We're bound and determined to do what we can to clear up that problem.
And going off of that, I've seen wedding parties come in here to take wedding photos. There's the boating events. There's a lot that goes on here. It's a beautiful park, especially with everything that's been redeveloped here the last couple of years too. So, do you think that the scent of dogs or the presence of dogs, once geese see them, that they'll just simply fly away?
Apparently, that's what they tell me, that the area becomes permeated with dog scent, and it seems to work. So we'll see. As you folks in the radio business say, stay tuned, and we'll see what happens. Apparently, they tell me it has worked over in Lavalette, in a fenced-in area. So I'm certainly open to trying it.
If this works well in Huddy Park, would this be something you and the council would want to do at other areas of the township that are affected by geese and geese droppings?
Well, yes and no. We'd have to take each place on a one-on-one basis. Here it's pretty much easy. We have the natural fencing area with the river going around the perimeter of Huddy Park. And what isn't protected by the inlet is fenced. So to make it to make it effective, you'd have to have an area that's all fenced off. And I don't know where we have those many locations that are fenced. I'd have to take each one on a one-on-one basis and evaluate them. But if it works and we can do it elsewhere where it's a problem, we'd certainly be willing to try it.
Is there going to be somebody in Huddy Park checking permits with people walking their dogs in here? Is that not just anybody comes into Huddy Park to walk their dog?
Yeah, we're going to do that. Those are some of the details we're working out. There's a cost factor involved in that. I don't know if we're going to be able to have somebody stationed here all the time, but spot checking them or what, I'm not sure how that's going to work. But we'll announce that as people sign up.
Is there this is the latest solution, but is this something that you hope is the final solution, or have you thought of other possibilities that if this doesn't work out, maybe we'll try this?
Well, I'm reluctant to use the term final solution, but because of the connotation. But if it doesn't work, then we'll have to try something else, because we're determined to make this park available in a pristine condition for the use of the public, and not just for Shakespeare in the Park, but as you say, for people, for wedding pictures and so on. People want to come here with their kids and have picnics. We have gazebos, and there's all kinds of functions that we've had here in the past. We want to maintain that record of being able to sponsor those events.
Mayor Kelaher, thanks for the time, and I know it's your birthday, so happy birthday to you.
Okay, well, Vince, thank you. It's a pleasure always to see you. Thank you.
That's Toms River Mayor Tom Kelaher here at Huddy Park in downtown Toms River, explaining the new solution. They're going to let the dogs in to help chase the geese away.